Yeah, I was just waiting. He was on there. Nice to see the Browns on
There was like a bunch of pictures of different ways.
Everybody knows you're on Everybody signed up that wanted to sign up? Yeah. I got a lot of compliments on this sweater today. It makes me feel the show started. Shut up! It makes me feel like this, it makes me feel Irish. This kind of sweater, it's a scruffy, woolen sweater. I wrote an Irish Christmas song in my head while I was waiting, and it goes a little something like this. I hope this isn't offensive to whatever part of white is Irish in somebody out here, but it's whatever. I don't give a fuck about your Christmas. I don't want any presents this year. So take all your hoes and shove them up your ass, because we don't give a fuck about your cheer. I feel like that was an Irish kind of Christmassy song. Say ho ho ho, but fuck that noise. We want to hear some joints. So welcome to Pinboys, everybody. I'm happy you're here. You should be happy to be here. Last week I was at capacity, and I like hearing those two words after my name, no matter what the situation is. They were like, we were going to have to kick 2 people out, and they were like, kick out your 2 least favorite people, and I said, everyone is my least favorite people. It was going to be difficult with an empty room, but it was cool. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for coming back. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to tell a couple of stories, and then I have a big announcement that I decided not to put on Facebook, because I had to make sure all of the pieces were coming together first before I could make the announcement. But anyway, this time of year, everybody's thinking about their families and stuff like that, and I'm thinking about the humble beginnings of where my family came from and where we are now. Seeing as how I helped raise 2 little white babies, and they helped raise that's not the joke. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about just how people are race is somehow at the forefront of everybody's mind, now more so than ever, as if it hadn't always been a problem. I'm reminded of the first time I had to pick up my daughter from elementary school. It's after school was over. It was my first time ever being there. I'd never been there before. So I'm waiting in the parking lot, and I figure I'd just wait to see where all the other parents started to congregate outside the building, and I just get in line over there. And I see them all filing into the side of the building. So I get out and I start walking. I distance myself from a couple people. I don't really want to talk to anybody. And as this lady had been holding the door open for everybody. And as I'm approaching the door, she slides inside and lets the door almost close completely. And she just cracks it a little bit. And she goes, your ID, please. So I slide my ID in. She takes and writes my name down, opens the door, puts a sticker on my chest, and tells me to just stand over there. I just stand over there. And I'm just waiting. 5 minutes goes by. I hadn't said anything to anybody. I'm just standing there. And I look down, and there's a little black kid standing next to me that I've never seen before. And I was like, excuse me, can I get some help? They're like, he's not with you? I was like, no, I don't know who this is. They just brought me a black kid. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I'm sorry, man. I was like, I don't know this little kid. He goes, I don't know my dad either. I was like, what the fuck, man? You're not helping me. I'm like, whatever. I'm like, I'm just here to pick up. Actually, my daughter's on the other side of the gym. I'm like, I'm here to get her. I'm here to pick her up. And just like me, she doesn't like people. She doesn't like talking or anything. She doesn't show any emotion. She's on the other side of the gym. And every time I see my kids, no matter what, I pick them up, I hug them, I kiss them on the cheek, tell them I love them, and I put them down. That's just what I do. That's how I greet them. I want to make sure that they know I love them all the time because they're real dads out there. So anyway, I'm like trying to get her to do something to let these people know that I know her. Like she recognizes me, and there's these two ladies like whispering in her ear the whole time, and she's like walking over to me, and she's like not doing anything. But I'm getting excited that she's getting closer. I'm like, she's gonna make sure people know that this isn't just an awkward transition. And I bend down, and I wrap my arms around her, and I squeeze her, and as I lift her feet up off the ground, she yells, "Stop molesting me!" And I was like, what? She was like, stop molesting me. I was like, where did you even hear that word? And she's like, a lady came to our class today and told us that an adult touches you when you don't want them to, they're molesting you. And I was like, well, the definition's not wrong. It's just the usage right now. I was like, plus we're kind of in it. I was like, let's just go. Let's just get in the car. And I start dragging her to the car. She goes, why don't you promise not to molest me in the car? I said, because you need to shut the fuck up. I'll give you ice cream for dinner. Just don't say shit anymore. Don't say fucking molest anymore. We get in the car. We're driving. And she goes, I'm telling Mom you molested me 6 times today. I was like, you're not saying shit to your mom when we get home. Like, I don't give a fuck what happened. You're not going to say shit to her. And we get home, she runs in the house, and I run in the house, and I try to get to her one first, and she goes, Tyrell molested me 9 times today. I was like, in the car you said it was 6. I'm like, oh, hold on. Like, that's not, I guess you learned a new word today. And she's like, oh my God, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah, I was trying to tell my wife the story, and I said, I think the real problem is that there was a 7-year-old white girl screaming, stop molesting me in the middle of an elementary school gym, and they let a 35-year-old black dude just take her. So we don't go to Creed's Elementary anymore, that's what you said. That's how that was. And then I'm reminded of when I was potty training my son, and that, like, because everyone that I've ever met had already known how to pee. Like, I didn't really have like an instruction manual or anything like that. I just was like, it was exciting. It was like a cool thing to like, I don't know, and I don't really know. Like, people told me like, take him outside, like just pee outside with him, just get used to pissing without his diaper on, and pee outside. The only problem with that is I kept forgetting to bring him when I pee outside. So it was just out there pissing. Like, I'm practicing for when the sun's here, whatever. So then we really did. We tried. We just took his diaper off, and like eventually he's gonna have to go. So we'll see what happens when he goes. I swear to God, took his diaper off, and he just started pissing everywhere. He shit in the kitchen yesterday. Like, I don't know what happened. I thought we figured it out, but no. Then we were like, we got to start putting him on the toilet. They said put him on the toilet about every half hour or so, and he'll just figure it out. He'll get used to it. We put him on the toilet. 15 seconds later, he starts pissing. I was like, potty training done. This shit's easy. I don't know what people are bitching about. He's all excited, and me and my wife are all making all this commotion. His sister hears what's going on in the bathroom. So she decides to come in and see what's going on. When she comes in, her brother hears her, and when he hears her, he looks up. And when he looks up, he leans back. And when he leans back, he's no longer pissing in the toilet. He is now pissing on his sister. And I'm sure that's not the first time a white guy's done that, but it's the first time I've been a witness to it. And I have a photographic memory. So all I see is this stream of urine landing on my 7-year-old daughter while my wife is in the air in the background smiling and clapping. And I was like, I'm pretty sure this isn't what I'm supposed to be. And then I thought initially, I'm definitely parenting wrong. But we decided to buy a house in that neighborhood. So we decided to look for houses because there was a house for sale in the neighborhood. We were like, let's see if we can buy it. There was an open house that weekend. My wife was gone, and everybody in the neighborhood knew I already owned these kids, so I figured I'd just walk down to go check out the house. I would just walk down there and see how the house is, see if we like it or not. We get about halfway, and my son tugs on my arm, and he goes, I gotta pee. And I looked down, and I was like, oh man. And I was like, just like any dude out here, you pissed outside. And I figured 4 years old is a good enough time to learn. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, I didn't feel like going all the way back home, and also didn't want to walk up to this like random open house and be like, hey, you want to let this little white kid pee? I'm gonna look around for a little bit. So I was like, just run up on the side of that house and go take a piss. Like, I'm gonna stand here on the sidewalk with his sister, like trying to figure out how to not bring attention to that situation. And I get a tug of my other arm. That's his sister. And she's like, I gotta pee too. 2020, folks. Women can do what men can do. So I told her to just run over on the side of the house and take a piss next to your brother. And like I said, I have a photographic memory. So when I look up there, I see my 4-year-old son, pants down around his ankles, one leg out, doing the full superhero stance. Well, my daughter also pants down around her ankles, one leg out, down like a football lesbian or a softball catcher. I don't even know what that is. The lingerie football league. And they were just looking at each other, cheesing, and they said they were doing what's called enjoying the freedom of the stream. And I was like, this is another one of those situations where I'm definitely parenting wrong. And I told my buddy that story with them, and he goes, no, man, if you pee on it, you own it. And I was like, well, that is how I got my wife. So, yeah. So those are some jokes that you will hear again. Some of you possibly have heard them before, but I'm happy to announce that this motherfucker right here that you're looking at just confirmed a date to film his 1-hour special, and I'm working on jokes that I want to put in that 1-hour special. And guess where that motherfucker's going to be filming that 1-hour special, you guys? Yeah, fucking Pinboys! Working on fucking figuring shit out, making people laugh. Thanks for being completely silent, because I just wanted to hear myself talk. I did appreciate that. It was cool, pretty good. It is awesome. So I am going to be working on material, and then it's going to be Monday the 28th. I know you guys thought there was an open mic tonight, but tonight I'm practicing my hour, and then the next hour we're going to spend critiquing it. I'm just going to go around each table. I'm just going to keep the money. Nobody's winning tonight. I'm just going to listen to me. No. I'm just fucking with you guys. You guys are definitely going to get the mic, and I'm gonna probably shoot. I'm gonna shoot an hour of my comedy, and then we're going to do the mic after, because I'm not going to take the stage away from you guys just because I'm allowed to. But no, it's pretty awesome. I feel good about it. I feel pretty good about it. So it's just gonna be on YouTube, and then I'll finally be too famous to come back here. So I'm happy about it. Somebody said, "Is this an ugly sweater contest?" Thanks, dude. No, it's not, because nothing I wear is ugly. It looks good once it's on me. No, I'm happy you guys. But really, also another news: I'm allowed to smoke weed again. No more. No more fucking drug tests. I was super excited. I thought white people were nice before, but so many people have just given me weed now. I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know what to do with all this weed except, I don't know, smoke it. My wife's like, no, I don't think you should. I was like, why is that, wife? Love of mine. She goes, I don't like who you are when you're high. You're not you. So I also have another announcement to make you guys. I'm single. It's just me and old Mary Jane now. She'll make me sleep on the couch. No, that's okay, you guys. Are you guys excited for the rest of the comics you're going to see tonight? Where is the list? It's over here. Over here. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm excited. Everybody's going to get 5 minutes. I'm going to give you the light when you have 1 minute left. At the end of the night, I'm going to come around and take the votes who you guys thought was your favorite, and that person's going to go home with $25 given to us by Pinboys. So give it up for Pinboys. And just as a rule of thumb, you're supposed to have your mask on. You don't have to wear it when you're up here, but you got to have it when you're not actively eating, drinking, or smoking crack. So just keep that in mind, and make sure you take care of your table tender, since technically there's no bar. So take care of Dave tonight too, and let's have a good time. Everybody put your hands up together for your first comic. You love him, I love him. Put your hands together for Mr. Miles Willie.
I still haven't gotten used to that, being hugged randomly by a black man. That shows you how much my father loved me growing up. Oh man, you know what? It's Christmas time, and before we get to talking about Christmas, to all the people out there that's in a relationship, I know it's a thing where you take cute pictures and stuff like that, but you gotta have some type of respect about yourself. You gotta know where to draw the line at. Now, the only people that I know in here that are black that only mess with white women, which is basically only these three right here, him, and me. You know what I'm saying? Don't clap. Because it's only, I ain't even gonna talk about all that, but nah, look. I was on YouTube and I was just scrolling and I happened to see a thumbnail that caught my attention. It was a couple, decent looking black man, pretty white woman. She was, saying they were, hugged up. She was basically, up, legs wrapped around them. And, they smiling at the camera looking like this. Now, what upset me was this man's lack of respect for himself and his family. Because in the background, it wasn't like a beautiful little painting or a picture or something like that. It was a fucking cotton field. Think about it. As a black man dating a white woman, that's already hard being black. Why in the hell would you want to take a cute picture with your girl in a fucking cotton field? I can see the whole after the picture was taken. Oh, sure it was nice of my granddad to let us use this picture. You know what? This kind of looks familiar. I kind of seen this in one of the old pictures that my grandfather had. Who, yours? Yeah. Isn't your last name Jenkins? Yeah. Huh. Let's go on Ancestry and find out a little bit about our past. Your family owned mine. Oh, shit. Now I own you, bitch. Oh, man. Speaking of Christmas, the only time of the year where you're supposed to be happy. Everyone wants to be happy. People are showing love. People are trying to, have that happy mood. Now, growing up, when I would go into the store and I would see something I want. Now, if I had parents that knew how to, do credit fraud and know how to flip their shit and get me the new Jordans every time they drop and not know how to pay the fucking water bill and shit, that's one thing. That's the kind of parent I wanted growing up, instead of the one that always had that one default response. And if you ever had broke parents or parents that were somewhat responsible to a certain degree, they would say this to you: well, you want that right there? Okay. Do me a favor. Put it in your mind, and when we get home, put it on your Christmas list. Now, that already pisses you the fuck off, because it's like, I can't get the shit now? God damn it. And then you can't be black and say no shit like that, because some said, God damn. You don't even see it coming. But what's worse is when Christmas comes, and you're sitting there like, okay, I put it on my Christmas list. Okay. And now, being a black kid, I used to watch Disney and Nickelodeon and shit, and their little Christmas movies. The kids wake up in the morning, they run in there, jump on the parents in their bed, everyone jumps up and down, it's all happy and shit. But when you finally get downstairs and your dad can set up the camcorder, and you open the presents up, and you sit there and ask one question. Where's the stuff I wanted?
Oh.
It's like, and then your parents are like, hey, you got presents, right? Be happy, motherfucker. It just draws a thought. And that was my time. I am Miles, also known as Willie the Joker. I have many names because I don't even know who I really am yet. I'm still figuring that out. I was lost growing up, and now I'm found. No Peter Pan. Come on up here, Tyrant. Act like you were scared of some shit, man. Hey, we're not related.
Yes. I fuck women with kids. Anyway. Miles, Willie, the Joker. Everybody, put their hands together for him. Good job. Good job. Good job. You guys ready? This guy's new to the Pinboys stage, but he's a veteran around the area. He's got a mic every Wednesday, and I'll let you tell the rest of the details on that one. But put your hands together for Mr. King David, the comedian.
If Tyrell give me one more goddamn hug, I'm getting the fuck out of here. The hell? Somebody called me and said, "Where you at?" I said, I'm at this bowling alley. I couldn't find myself to say Pinboys on the phone. The fuck I look like telling my fucking thug ass homeboys I'm at Pinboys on a fucking Monday night with Tyrell giving out free hugs and shit during the goddamn coronavirus. It's not gonna fucking happen. I almost caught myself. I was like, I'm at this bowling alley right off of Virginia Beach Boulevard. I was on the way here, man, and I realized something. This is some shit that happened to me today. Driving will make you disrespect the elderly at an all-time high. No bullshit. I was driving, and this fucking car was driving in front of me. I'm out Virginia Beach. Like, their roads are foreign to me. Like, I'm used to Norfolk. Every neighborhood, you gotta kind of sit. Like, if you notice how black people sit, we kind of sit with the seat leaned back. You can't really see us unless we lean forward. That's because we're trying to block ourselves by that bar. Because a shot could go off, and that's a headshot. We don't want any fucking free kills, so we lean the chair back. White people have a tendency to sit as close as possible. Like, you can see them in 3D. We don't do that shit in the hood. That's a fucking free kill. We don't do that. But I'm driving with my fucking seat leaned back, driving on this one-way road, and I'm pissed off because this car's driving. The speed limit is 35. She's got to be cruising at 34 and a half. So when I get around, I'm like, you fucking piece of shit, bitch. And it's an old-ass lady with the seat all the way forward in clear gun violation in Norfolk. She's like a death sentence waiting to happen. And I fucking cussed her ass out. And I felt bad afterwards, you know, after I ran her off the road, because of course she's thinking more about her car than she is about fucking the accident. But yeah, I cussed her ass out. And I got out and made sure she was okay. She died on the spot. But it was cool. It was cool. From Norfolk, you know. Women are the worst drivers too. Like, women are, and this is no, like, okay, you with me? He doesn't mind the Bill Cosby case. Fuck it. Anybody who claps on women violation shit, they're looking for like a sex charge. Like, he never touched a woman out of pocket, but 10 years down the line, some woman is gonna come out because him clapping tonight. Like, I already sealed my fate. Like, fuck it. Because if I was Bill Cosby, I would say, damn right I did it. Fuck it. I would have had pills on me. Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, from the 70s. It would have been an old-ass 1970s pill bottle still on me. Fuck it. I'm 80 years old. Kill me. What the fuck you gonna do? Seriously, that's what I would say. I'm 80. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I did it. And I want to do it again. You got this fucking ED that's fucked my life up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking, yeah. No, I don't even know that. Sometimes you might be working. That's some fucking nasty shit. And that's why I don't like drinking beer, because it look like pee. And then when you bring up a fucking joke like that, and I'm fucking drinking a cup of urine. Well, I don't want to be that kind of famous. Fuck that. Like, can you imagine a woman who wanted to be peed on? Like, imagine if that was your daughter. That's a fucked up daughter. And you like, we wasted all this money on plumbing. We could have just pissed on her with some fucking cotton clothes. That's a little too far. You ever farted in like your own personal space and feel like you violated yourself? I ate some shit from Wawa today, and it was good as hell. But I had to drive to Chesapeake. And by the time I got to Chesapeake, my stomach was bubbling. I farted in the car and felt like I violated myself. Like, I wanted to kill me for farting in the car with me. Like, I had an out-of-body experience about some shit that I did. That was ridiculous. Are you trying to give me the light? Oh, okay. He had his phone cut like he wanted to give me the light. But is it me, or does Tyrell sound like Kale from King and Kill? Every time he's up here, it's like, I'm a dude, she is a dude, we are a dude. Oh, I get the right now. He's like, fuck that. Get your ass out of here. You're not going to come joke me at my home place. And he's going to joke me when I come up here. So everything he says is not true. So come on up here and give me a hug at Pinboys, which I'm never going to say again once I leave here. I swear to God. And I'm going to bleep it out from my phone. Give it up for your host, Tyrell Shackelford. And I'm also Wednesday nights, man. You can catch me hosting live the Blended Kitchen, King David the Comedian. Come check me out, 7-Eleven. We rocking. Give it up for Tyrell one more time, fellas. And ladies,
Introducing me back to the stage. King Dave the comedian, all one word, no spaces, never forget it. Tyrell shot for 2 words, space in between. I do. Ooh, fuck you, man. Fuck, man. I used to hear that shit, and then I tried to dress up as Quail Man. Like for Halloween one year, I dressed up as Quail Man, and everybody was calling me Repairman, man. Like, fuck you guys. That was my family. Dave, you can't come back. You just reminded me of my dad yelling at me for not being black enough. That shit was awesome. That's pretty good. And I like to go black to black as many times as I can with my comics. So everybody put your hands together for Mr. Ray Kirby.
Man, I'm not fucking drunk enough for this shit, bro. I'm not drunk enough. Good job. Wow, this is nice. Whose tree is this? You know, is this Pinboys' tree? Tara? He's having a conversation. Let's look at this tree for a second. It's a nice tree, Tyrell.
Thanks.
Who put it up? Pinboys?
It was here when I got here.
Just here when you got here. You just put the shit up, bro. Got touch it. I feel like I can't. I'm not gonna fondle the tree's balls. That feels weird. I shouldn't do that. This is crazy, bro. You got this live stream going on. You just live streaming this straight to YouTube. What's this? Why does it say Pornhub? I don't.
That's another tab.
No, okay, whatever, right? So, talking about some bullshit I want to talk about. I don't know if y'all saw healthcare costs, bro. I saw that this one woman, she had to go to the hospital to have a baby, and she got charged like $1.2 million for that shit, bro. I was like, oh my fucking God, that's insane. I'm not going to the hospital. My wife is pregnant. She's like, oh my God, my water broke, Ray. I'm like, we not going to the hospital. We going to your auntie with the gloves and the hot tub, okay? Because I can't afford this shit, all right? Shit is crazy, man. I'm very scared about the type of thing. Going bankrupt from hospitals, bro. Scares the shit out of me. Other things. I went to school for film. I say film instead of theater, so that niggas are like, oh, okay, so you might be straight, maybe, I don't know. I enjoy saying that, and it's rough because I remember when I was there, this girl said that she liked me more in character than she liked me as a person. Fuck. I know, right? I was like, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, dog. It was crazy. It was like, I was like, damn, bro, most people before they get ready, they're like, it'll go great. Don't worry, just be yourself. I'm getting ready for dates for her, like, it'll go great. Don't worry, just be Wakandan soldier number 32. I'm meeting up with her, doing the Wakanda Forever shit. I don't know. I already said that. I'm rehashing this. Other things I want to talk about, bro. Governor Blackface. You guys know Governor Blackface. You guys aware of him? The Blackface. I got to set up the premise correctly so that you guys understand what I'm talking about. Governor Blackface, our governor. And I was thinking about him and I was like, damn, bro, I think it really annoys me that he did that shit on Halloween. Like, at least do blackface on Black History Month, at least. Because blackface is technically Black history. So I feel like that's, he got that. And plus, it's weird to me because it's like, if you're gonna do blackface on Halloween, how are you even scaring people? You know what I mean? Like, are you just running up to people like, civil rights, niggas? I'm gonna go into the voting booth, stop me, you know? I don't know. That's just something that weirds me the fuck out. I've been thinking of getting car insurance. I gotta do that growing up. That shit is rough, man. Car insurance. Did y'all know that car insurance companies, they actually think about where you park your car at night when they're like trying to figure out your rate? This shit is crazy to me, you know what I mean? It's like, I had to tell them, I was like, yeah, my neighborhood's really shitty. Cars' windows get busted all the time. Cars get broken into all the time. They're like, all right, we just gonna give you a gun and let you figure that out. Because we don't fucking know what to do in your case. It's rough, man. I don't know. Other shit, rappers. I like this one rapper, Luz. Y'all like a couple rappers. I've been going back, trying to listen to the classics, trying to re-listen to Jada Kiss, you know what I mean? Relive my childhood because my dad really enjoyed them. I don't know why, but I like rappers, but I feel like I'm realizing that rappers lie about their dick game a lot. Y'all notice that? Rappers just lie. I remember one rapper, he was like, dick's so good, it give you a stomach ache. That's bullshit. That's insane. That's crazy. I could never do that, you know what I mean? I could work out in the morning, take multivitamins, take gas station dick pills. I would still only be able to give a girl the hiccups. That's the type of dick I got. Or, you know, maybe heartburn. You know what I mean? If I'm feeling good. I don't know. It's rough because it's like, I think about sometimes, I'm like, damn, bro, like, these rappers, their dick game is so good, they have the ability to, like, make women miss work. Like, they have call-in sick dick. That's insane. I have like, that's me. I have like, I think I have like a couple minutes late to your 9 to 5 dick. I feel like that's all I'm working with. You know, like I won't make her get a pink slip, but like her boss will give her a stoner talking to. You know what I mean? No, I'm just bullshit. I don't really have nothing else to say. Let's get you this time right back up here.
Ray Kirby, everybody! Give it up for him. Being another comic, we're talking about like comics that have improved in the scene, like when you watch comics like first start out to where they are now. We're like, man, we were talking like Ray's gotten a lot better. Like, yeah, that's pretty good. Man. Ray has gotten like he's not funny yet, but he's still, you know, he's working on it. Nice to see he completes sentences. Especially when I'm talking shit about him, he's talking to someone else, another unfunny person. Look at his hair. Anyway, it's cool. He's talking shit about you guys. You guys done making out? Fuck. Jesus. Every white person that's ever done blackface just looks like Ray. And speaking of awesome white faces, your next comic has one. Put your hands together for Mr. Justin G.
How we doing tonight, Pinboys? Oh, come on, that energy. How we doing, Pinboys? There we go. That makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. 'Tis the season. Let's spread it out. Let's give it up for Bucketheads letting us do comedy. That was weird. Fuck that up. Let's give it up for Tyrell Shackelford for being the host. And his first hour special here at Pinboys next week. Man, you had to do this live, didn't you?
A few weeks. I thought you said, 28. I'm terrible at time.
And places. I'm a comic. I'm surprised I made it here tonight, y'all. 'Tis the season. Let's spread it out. Love my dad. He did 23 years in the Navy. Yeah. I'll tell him, don't worry, Dad, 23 years ain't shit. My mother did 8 years in the Navy. Is it because she did less time or she's a woman? Why are y'all being so mean to my mother right now? With 2 parents that served in the military, I know you're wondering, like, who's my hero? My little sister. Little sister's my hero. She was born with Di-George syndrome, which means a partial piece of her 22nd chromosome never formed. What I like to think is God was like, she's perfect, send it out. That's how that worked. It was scary. She had to go through a lot of surgeries. She was supposed to die like 9 times. She had 6 surgeries on her ears to put tubes in. We were told she was going to be deaf. So I learned sign language. She only lost her left ear, y'all. Still has hearing in the right. Give it up for my sister. That's right. But as a kid, my little sister was not only my hero, but my little sister. And if you hear about how big brothers treat their little sisters when they're white from Tyrell, it gets kind of dicey sometimes. During Christmas season, it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. Because I'd get in front of my sister and I'd grab the phone off the hook when we had landlines, and I'd be like, Santa Claus, I want a horse. I want a donkey. And my sister would be like, Santa's on the phone? Be like, yeah, Michaela, you want to talk to Santa? Yeah. I'd give her the phone. She'd put it up to her ear and be like, Santa. Santa. Hello? I'd be like, Michaela, it's a left ear phone. My parents beat the hell out of me for that one. They beat me so bad. And I was so mad because I brought her in and I gave her a hug and I got to her right here and I was like, Michaela, I want you to know I love you. You're my little sister. You're beautiful. You're amazing. I'll never let anyone pick on you. I'm sorry I'm your big brother sometimes. And I looked at her so she knew I was being honest. And then I pulled her in and I went to the left side and went, well, she were a fucking snitch. Love my little sister. Christmas time gets weird for me sometimes. Because at 13, my parents called all of us down and they set us down, my big brother, me, the middle child, and my little sister next to each other. And I was thinking, another family photo. And that's where my parents went, hey, we're getting a divorce. And I was like, no more family photos. 'Tis the season, it's Christmas. My older brother went, this is Justin's fault, right? And my parents went, no, it's none of your fault. And I was so proud of my parents because in that moment I knew all of us were loved equally. There were no favorites. Because there sat in front of them 3 reasons not to get divorced. And none of us were good enough. Thank you very much. I'm Justin T. Keep it going for Tyrell Shackelford.
Justin T, everybody. Good job. There was one Christmas my parents sat us all down. And they were like, kids, we have something to tell you. And I was like, is this my real dad? Or are we gonna, is there another, can I get like 3 Christmas? No. But they were like, we gotta break something to you. We're broke. I was like, Dad, for Christmas you gave me your shoes. So you didn't have to tell me. We're fucking broke. I really did get my dad's old shoes wrapped up in everything. Like, I was like, why'd you waste your time? You just brought them downstairs. Like, you didn't have to leave them under the tree like a real big. Anyway, glad this is live stream. Love you, Dad. He doesn't watch. He's got too much making up to do. I forgot who was next. Oh shit, I didn't tell anybody they were next. Yeah. Well, in other news, the 49ers scored a touchdown. Everybody.